I'm back again and I'm talking about the divine feminine energy. I did two videos so far. The first video it is still uploading. The second video it's already up and it's posted. That was the MBG 9 qualities of the divine feminine. But I'm gonna just go straight into this one. This one is Bustle. About Bustle. Everything you need to know about the divine feminine. So, if you found yourself scrolling through witchy or mystical accounts on Instagram, you've probably come across someone talking about the divine feminine, alongside imagery of a voluptuous goddess with flowing locks of hair emerging from the sea on a giant scalloped shell. But the concept of divine feminine energy is much more than a new age buzzword. It's a sacred spiritual energy that's believed to exist within all of us. And embracing it is about finding strength in our own softness and challenging society's idea of what it means to be empowered. So, while definitions will vary among spiritualists, the divine feminine is generally thought to represent the part of our consciousness that connects to us to qualities like intuition, your feelings, nurturing, receptivity, and interconnectedness. I guess that's why they say that we're emotional, like feminine energy, like we're usually emotional. It's a type of energy that everyone can access and tap into, not something tangible nor a secret club that you need a membership or access to. No. Divine feminine refers to a face of the divine spirit that is connected with the body, with nature, with the cycles of creation and transformation. It's generally understood and felt through the subtle, intuitive wisdom of the body. It's like an inner knowing. You think of tapping into divine feminine energy as embracing your inner goddess. So it's something that you find within yourself. You have to go within yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself, flaws and all. Love yourself no matter what. What happened? We live in a patriarchal, I'm going to have to look that word up, society that often appears to value thinking over intuition. That's like logic. Taking action before being receptive. Like that's instead of thinking about things, it's just like going forward and taking action instead of, pausing and thinking about it and focusing our energy outward rather than inward. But sacred femininity allows us to challenge this status quo. Divine feminine energy is about uplifting that which has been denigrated in our society. It's about questioning, rebuking, reclaiming, and transmuting the hierarchies that have shaped our experiences and recentering those who have been cast out from the conversation by embracing only certain parts of ourselves as dictated in part of our societal values. We can create an imbalance, but embracing divine femininity can help to heal that inequality. I'm like, okay. The more you're able to think of divine femininity as something that you have already experienced. Sometimes it's just about knowing how to dial into this energy. Here's what to know about divine feminine energy and how to align yourself with its empowering message, according to actual witches and healers. Like, okay. Divine femininity has existed through history. The concept of divine feminine force is a fixture within different mystical practices, both now and throughout history. But this multifaceted energy can be represented by one single definition. There are many examples of sacred feminine in different traditions, and what's beautiful about them is that they're vast and expansive in their definitions of femininity and defecation. Frias says. Because I had looked Divine Feminine up and I got 3 articles. So within the 3 articles that I got, They all talk about the same thing, that it is energy. It's loving yourself, flaws and all. You gotta love yourself. And you have to accept yourself, accept your past. Like whatever has happened in your past, you have to accept it, embrace it, and move forward. Because you want to be able to move forward in life and not have anything in your past holding you back or dragging you. You know, nothing's going to hurt you. If you already let it go, you released it. Nothing can affect you in your future. So, in fact, if you were raised with religion or have explored various spiritual practices on your own, it's likely that you've likely already encountered manifestations of the divine feminine without realizing it. The divine feminine is found in every culture around the world, but different traditions place this energy in different roles. The goddess is seen in Christianity disguised as the Virgin Mary and Mary Magdalene. In Judaism as Shekinah. In Hinduism as a goddess like Kali and Durga. In Buddhism as Tara and Dakinis. In Santeria as Yemaya. In the Greek pantheons as Aphrodite and Demeter. In Egypt as Isis and Hathor. In Celtic traditions as Brigid and Morrigan, to name only a few. So this went into a whole bunch of different cultures, religions, and everything. And it's the same thing. Divine feminine is not about gender, because divine feminine is an energy. Anyone can embody divine feminine energy. When you hear the word feminine, we may inherently think of the gender binary. However, divine femininity isn't at all about gender, but rather about energy. Energy is everything. We have a polarity within us that is of the masculine, active force, and the feminine is the receptive form. And we experience these through periods of actions and periods of rest and integration. The divine feminine is the creative and life-giving energy within all of us that gives form to that which we care about and put our energy into. The concept of masculine and feminine energy has been used in many different mystical practices through history to describe two synergistic forces that exist within every person, regardless of gender expression. We see this represented in practices ranging from dualities in astrology to the god and goddesses archetypes in many religions. While many practitioners are moving away from using gendered language to describe energy, masculine energy is often thought of as being active and outward oriented, and feminine energy as receptive and inward focused. That said, it's important to clarify that divine femininity is available to and part of all of us. There is no one way to describe what's feminine, as it means vastly different things to different people of different cultures and different identities. And it's harmful to see the sacred feminine as only residing with people who are assigned female at birth or as only encompassing specific traits. So it's anyone can embody the feminine energy. So while saying that divine feminine energy is life-giving, for example, may evoke thoughts of fertility and the female reproductive system. Know that it transcends far beyond that. It's more than creating life. This is not biological and it's not something attached to motherhood. The divine feminine is a way of aligning with the vibrant love of the universe and channeling that through your body into creating, connecting, or loving, and is accessible to everyone because no matter what, we all have a body. How to embrace divine feminine energy in your life. Now that you have an idea of the divine feminine energy and its power, you might be inspired to consciously bring more of this energy into your life. Here are a few simple things to focus on in order to make that happen. learn feeling. Learn your feelings, your emotions. You have to be in tune with your emotions. Here's another one: embrace care and community. Incorporate the divine feminine into your mystical practices. So I'm going to read that. Regardless of your spiritual affiliations, there are plenty of ways to bring divine feminine energy into your practice and align with its magic. Pray to a goddess you feel connected with. Wear something that makes you beautiful, makes you feel beautiful, and connected to your spirit. Spend time in the brilliance of nature, or set up an altar dedicated to the divine feminine within you. More than anything, connect with your heart as you move through your day. Notice when something touches your spirit or inspires your soul. Take moments to appreciate beauty and see yourself as a potent manifestation of the divine feminine. There's no right or wrong way to connect with this sacred part of your consciousness. So start exploring and see what power opens up within you. That was okay. The 5 most guarded zodiac signs. Well, I guess I'm a end it there, because it was pretty short, because now it's going into astrology and zodiacs, and that's not what this was for. This was for divine feminine. Embrace your divine feminine energy. Learn into feeling versus thinking. That's your emotions. That's being connected, emotionally balanced. While being logical and focusing on facts, it is a necessary part of navigating life and making decisions. It's important that we don't totally neglect things like our feelings and intuitions just because our society places less value on them. The divine feminine is an energy of potent creation, inherently connected to the sexual mysteries that give and sustain life. Goddess of is the moon, the earth, the sea, the desert, poetry, art, love. It represents that which is felt and not thought. These parts of ourselves, which are related to divine feminine energy, can offer us useful information that helps to guide us spiritually. So be sure you're taking the time to connect with your feelings. That is, you have to be in tune with your emotions, because a lot of people don't connect to their emotions. They don't put feelings in things. They don't connect to it. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to feel. But you have to know how to feel. And you gotta, it's okay. It's okay to have feelings. And okay, this was the second one. Since it's so short, embrace care and community. The divine feminine reminds us that there's more power in collaborating and helping one another than there is in rugged individualism. So embracing care and community in your daily life can help you align with this energy. The divine feminine can help us to tap into, cultivate, and forge new forms of power, and to envision power as something that you cultivate within and not as something as you hold over others. It can help us to see care and collaboration as power and learn how to embrace the vulnerability, joy, and empowerment that comes when asking others for support. Like, okay, so that's embracing care and community. It's like you just have to be careful. You have to be mindful of people, because not everyone is a good person. You cannot trust every person that you meet, and not everyone you can't be around every and anybody. So you do have to use your intuition, because intuition is a big part of divine feminine energy. You have to tap in to your feminine energy, your intuition. That's your gut feelings. Tap in, and you can be discerning. You'll know what to do. I'll go into the Google meaning, because I usually go into that first. I didn't do that with this one. So the divine feminine is an energy, which means she can't be seen or heard, but she can be felt. She is the feminine that exists in all living beings on earth, including the ocean, moons, and trees, sometimes known as yin energy, Shakti, Kali, or Gaia. The divine feminine is a spiritual concept that there exists feminine counterpart to the masculine worship structures that have been long dominated through organized religions. Okay. I'm going to put the link to this article in the description box. It was an article, it's called Bustle, and it's everything you need to know about the divine feminine. And thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on my video. And if you're interested in the article, you can always go in the link in the description box, click on the link, and it'll take you straight to the article. It does have a whole bunch of other stuff, this article, and it has stuff on your zodiac and things like that. I did not go into that, but if you're interested, you can check it out. You can check it out, and that's it. Just check it out. If you want to, if you don't want to, it's all right. But I just wanted to talk about divine feminine for today. So this will be my last video, and that is it. So always lead with love. Thanks for clicking on my video, and have a good day.